Hey guys, I was just checking to make sure that everything was pretty much set up. Let's see. So I'm coming back from Facebook streaming. I was having a little issue with Facebook streaming. I've been bouncing back and forth trying to see what is the proper fit for PremierVR Academy, and of course YouTube is the easiest. Facebook not so much because a lot of people still don't have Facebook, or uh, you don't really don't want to have to do the whole friend request and then invite them to the gamer page, and a whole lot of things, a whole lot of factors kind of keep things a little difficult. But coming back to YouTube now, realizing that it's a little bit difficult. So not difficult, a little bit. I'm a little out of the loop, I'll say. So I just ask that you afford me just a couple minutes to just make sure everything is running properly. Um, also, also, I want to take this link and I would like to share it before I really get started. So just give me 1 second. Let me go to share, copy link. So for the last few days, we've been driving the 919 hybrid from Porsche. And we moved from the 919 hybrid to the 919 Evo after taking a break. I was taking a break uh from driving the 919 hybrid, and I mean that car was absolutely driving me mad because I was looking for more time, and for some weird reason, I could not understand the flow of the car, and how how to the techniques pretty much. And what I realized was I was um I was driving or thinking about everything slower than I usually process it. Um, See, that's a picture right there of the 919 hybrid. I was driving a bit slower, and it kind of, because I'm of course I'm coming from Formula One and the open wheel cars, and I'm driving a bit slower, and I just couldn't. I'm like, I got so much time to process the corner in front of me that I'm overthinking it, and I'm like, no, this ain't the way to go. So I, figured it would be more beneficial to find a faster variant, which as we were taking a break from the Formula, excuse me, from the hybrid, I stumbled upon the download for the 919 Evo, the best car I've ever driven. I'm just opening up some overlays for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing as I'm driving. I think you'll like these. It's pretty cool. I kind of gotta, you gotta restart them as you open up each program. Yeah, so like I said, I just needed a few minutes. I just needed a few minutes to get started. I should have just, did all of this. I should have did all of this prior. So I'm gonna put up a dash. I have the track map up there, as you see now, to the right. I'm gonna put up a dash. Right, so see that. I believe that's all I got so far. So we got a nice big area where you can see everything that I'm doing. And I usually have my YouTube app open just to make sure the stream is going well. If not, then I just gotta guess and see if it's going well. Alright, it is go time. So Porsche 919 Evo goes against all race regulations, and for good reason, because from what I understand, they were trying to serve Formula One. You know, Formula One is the pinnacle of racing. So, you know, those cars are looked at as being the most technologically advanced, and I started to fall in love with Le Mans Prototype. Yeah, I could do a little bit later on that. Probably not coming down there with hot tires. But I started to get into Le Mans Prototype after just looking at the car for one, just seeing that the cars are just unbelievable. They are beautiful. The downforce, the amount of downforce that these cars have. Like when you look at them on TV, it looks like the car has is actually big. The car is not big by any means. I mean, it took me to see it. I think see guys standing next to it, or just see the cockpit, man. It's just very small car. It's just wide, you know. It has that look to it. So before we go any further, I'm gonna upload my setup. Oh God, I hate doing that. Sometimes I accidentally hit the start. All right, so let's go in here. Let's load up our setup. Right. All right, there we go. That's a lot better. Tell me, guys, if you like the dash being right there in the middle of the screen. I don't think you guys need to see the steering wheel at all. I don't think that's important. I mean, more so the information that's on the steering wheel. And this is actually a Formula One UI that I have up there. I gotta learn how to conserve my power, because these cars have a boost button, from what I understand, where they have they store the kinetic energy from the brakes and turn it into battery power, which, you know, it charges the battery, which gives you a boost. So I'm not gonna really just use my boost button on this lap or so. The next lap where it actually counts. This is pretty much our out lap, you know. Alright, so we're now on our first flying lap. Now get that car stopped so you can make that turn and get back on that throttle. We're gonna get out to about 348 kilometers. Oh no, 338. I haven't touch my gearing, so made a little bit of a mistake on our setup. we have a proper setup, but I never saved it once I changed my final drive for my gearing. So right now it only goes up to 338 kilometers. So that's a distraction to me. It just really like took me off of my my push. So I'm not really expecting any real. I'm making jagged corners by accident. Alright, let's just go back. Let's just get right. Let me get right. We'll actually do our proper lap. So we have the proper setup. However, our gearing, our final drive has to be maxed out. Let's see. Now I'm going to go back and save this. So save that. Yes, override. Push save. Okay, just to make sure. That's just a habit that I have. Uh-oh, ran a little wide. Out of the pits. That would have been a nice penalty. This car is absolutely amazing. It's from what I understand, this car is on par with a Formula One car. So let's just check out that. Gotta be in a 7th gear. I was gonna say let's check out the gearing correction. So right now I'm on my out lap, so now's the time to test the limits, see what we can get done. They're getting it beat. I want to kind of save all my boosts, because on the next lap I'll be using it out of a couple of different corners. And what will happen is I'll do one lap, I'll get into a rhythm, I'll do one push lap, get into the rhythm, and then I have to be broken out of that rhythm. And that you don't want. So right now I got the button push. As you can't really see my gauge because my on-screen dash is blocking the car's dash. So right now I'm at 348 kilometers. You see. I mean, I invalidated the lap, but can you agree that that downforce is kind of sick? I gotta see how the pros do that corner. 24 hours of Spa. Let's save our boost for our push lap, next push lap, because we kind of invalidated it. Second push. we need to save it on the we need to save it on our acceleration until we get to our top. So that's what I'm realizing there. Well, probably not, because it looks like acceleration is a lot quicker under that button there. So, all right, 348 kilometers. That's my bad. I can't wait till this car is dialed in and driving so proper. Gotta love that boost button. Way around. This is about to, I'm on par for the same time. Come around here, 130. 348 kilometers. Come on, I was doing so very well. Oh, goodness gracious. Probably was on par for 145, man. Whew. And I knew it. See, and that's a part of the battle. I gotta open this window. I'm starting to heat up. That's a part of the battle. Trying to remember everything. You know, tires heating up, cars running well, and now like you're moving a little bit faster. Your adrenaline starts to go, and now you pretty much forget your breaking point, and you're like, no. I mean, once it's gone, it's gone. You're gonna run wide. So you really gotta be dialed in with focus. If not, then you're definitely gonna suffer in the race. If you ever watch these guys, like these, you know, race car drivers, these guys are locked in, and it's like once they get in that car. And I know that that's what causes these guys to be professionals. Like, that's one of the main characteristics for these guys to go pro. For these guys that are pro, one of the main characteristics is their ability to focus. Because the average individual, right, the average human being, you know, anything can take our focus away, pretty much. You know, something that something that's a non-factor in our situation, in our, you know, whatever we're focusing on can take our focus away. You know, I imagine if a race car driver is driving around the track and you started to shoot fireworks over the track, I don't think it's gonna break his focus. I think that they'll be locked into a degree, because, and I don't believe that it's unhuman. I just think that it's just practice. They practice so hard. They become so disciplined because of just the you know, practicing the time. And I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes I get like addicted to the time rather than the actual racing. You know, you hear the engineer say, you know, you're a second away, a second behind the car in front of you, and it's like, all right, every lap you want to do something else that kind of gets you that 1 second. It happens like that. Oh, why, dude? I looked down for a second. Exactly what I was talking about. So I'm still trying to figure out these corners here, these series of corners. So in a few minutes I'll take a break because what lap are we on? Our 5th lap. I'll take a break and I'm just gonna go watch the excuse me, that was weird. I'm gonna go watch the pros kind of do it. See how they do a lap, how they get through those corners. Also, I can tell like the car, it's not tuned, so I'm not really getting all of that good grip that I need to be having, you know. Coming around these corners, some of my tires probably up in the air, you know. That's what the suspension tune is for, you know, to get the corner, the car as it corners, you know, to have the most contact area on the ground. So, let's go. Alright, so let's give it a push lap. See if we can get a solid time down. Get a solid time. Then we'll be able to take a little rest. Come back, try to get that solid time down a little bit more. And 48 clicks. Alright, we have no more boost, so without that boost we're not continuing that lap. We're not going to do a quick time on that lap. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to take a second to let's see, let's go back to the pitch. My sector times. The sector times are the key. You build decent sectors and you'll get a good lap. So I don't have any previous laps. Oh, do I? Those are all either invalidated, as you can see. Those are all like 151s. You know, I mean, those times, the times you run with the, let me see. No, I was gonna say that those times are the times you run with the formula. Keep saying formula with the 919 hybrid, but those are not. This car is actually about 10 seconds faster than that 919. So trust me, this car is the bomb. But these times, the 151s is what you'll run with this car not tuned. So on that straight, because the car had on that straightway, because the gearing was off in the car, I was only able to go up to 338 kilometers. Well, with my stretching out the final gear, now I could do 348. So that 10 kilometer difference throughout a few different corners, you know, that turns into 20 kilometers, because Now I know on the next straight I can do the same 348 on the back straight before the final corner. So that's 20 kilometers per lap. That's significant. You ever look at DRS in Formula One? I believe that's about 20 kilometer difference. Let's see. So let me just run real quick here. I have the app open up. I'm just gonna type in. I'm on my second monitor, so you guys really can't see it. And if I show it, then they'll like give me a copyright infringement or something like that. So what do I say? Not LMP1. 919 SPA. 919 Evo. 919 Evo SPA on board. There we go. I just want to just get a look at how the guys are taking that corner after Eau Rouge, and then I want to see how these guys are taking not the corner after Eau Rouge, after the straight. Now it's crazy. You feel like you're driving faster than these guys as you watch them do the lap. But that bad boy is locked in, it's tuned. Okay. Okay, so he's taking that corner pretty much like mine, but like I said, his car is probably planted and perfectly tuned in. I mean, these guys, they have guys these engineers that are assessing their data. Let's see. Okay, not flat out there. Alright. Yeah, so we got the proper line. The line is not the issue. The line is definitely not the issue. And these guys, here it is, we ran a 146, right? These guys ran the 141 for the record. So we have, of course, there's always, the user error, but then there's also the error for not having a tuned car. So all right, so we just watched that. I'm sorry I didn't let you guys see it because these guys on YouTube, they'll give me a copyright infringement. So I just wanted to take a quick break. We did about 7 laps. So let's see. So we're gonna see if we can run better than that 146 with what we have now, with how the car is tuned. So I mean, I'm really proud of that 146, man. I mean, it's not a lot to a lot of people, but I'm proud of it. Also, we're going to keep our boost button. We're going to keep from pushing our boost because we're on the out lap. We don't want to waste it. It doesn't rejuvenate as quick as we want after you deplete it. So right now, we're just going to kind of didn't see how he took this corner. I was so anticipating the next another corner. So I like how he slowed down here, came out wide. He did the proper line. Me, on the other hand, sometimes I get the heavy foot and I either overspeed the corner or I'll go through it too short. So I definitely want to get that correct. He was about right here. I was looking at his wheel placement too, like seeing where this guy was on the track for each corner. So Alright, so we're coming around for our first push. We're going to be using our boost, so it's going to be depleting. Alright, a little too tight. Pushing that boost down. Oh, shoot. I knew I had a little bit of leeway there. I knew I wasn't going to invalidate. Ah, come on. Not as clean as I want, but hey, we got to do it. That boost button down. Not a bad entry, not a bad exit. Wish I didn't put my leg up there though. Uh-oh. Oh, hold it. Thank goodness, man. I did not want to invalidate. I like how they have leeway on you some laps, and then the next laps they're like, nope. Gotta stay locked in. Bugging. I'm still behind my personal best, so. Oh, actually, was I? I saw that .003. So before, well, we depleted our boost, so I'm gonna go and check the. Let's see, back to pits. Yes. So lap 8, did we do it? Did we do it? I mean, come on, right? Lap time. 6 minutes. What in the world is that? Ah, I can't remember what we had before. It's not recorded right. Oh. 378. Alright, so we were off a little bit. Where did I lose more time? I lost time in the first. I lost time in the second. And I gained time in the third. So here's my purple lap. Here's my last lap. So if you look at that 28.926, I got a 28.755. And I think I lost significant, well, I lost significant time. I'm trying to think where I lost that time. Of course, see, this doesn't tell you corners, but first corner, up Eau Rouge, blah 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 blah. Second, what is that? Yep, second corner. Not second corner. What am I talking about? That's the corner after Eau Rouge. Third. I inputted the brakes for no apparent reason here on my red lap. So, and on this, oh, okay, I know where I'm at now. Big sweeping left corner. That's where this is. No, that's probably. Can't tell you. Okay. Alright, whatever. I have another telemetry app that's a lot better, but that doesn't exactly tell you what corner, what turn, excuse me, so. Let's burn some of that rubber. This traction control on. Another thing, let's turn traction control down. Okay, traction control rear and front. We don't even have a front assigned. We don't have a front traction control assigned. So how are we gonna do this? even know that they had it split. So now I have to make a whole what do you call it? I have to make a whole setup for my steering wheel. I kind of like the way this feels with that traction control down to one, that rear. One of the things that I noticed while driving this car was there was so much downforce on this car just to make it through these corners that you could actually just turn it down to gain more speed on the straights. Once I figured that out, I gained a whole second there, so. Stay overcorrected. This car handles popping. So I didn't brake hard enough. That was like I say, a lot of what you see comes off of user error. Lapping validated. Did I validate it already? I'm already down on the time. I'm losing time just because I depleted my battery boost. All right. Take a look at the car while we out here on track. Well, in the pits. I ain't take another little break. Whew. I was thinking about changing my pit limiter. It's blinking pit limiter, so I said my pit limiter. I'm thinking about changing my my dash there, you know, to one that's more suitable for these cars, you know. They actually have quite a bit, and they are very beautiful. Some of them. Some of them have track maps on them, but I have to get one that's useful as much as it is beautiful. And right now I don't have one that has the button, like not the button, I don't have one that has the boost on it, so. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Well, guys, we're just gonna call it a night. Um, really, just wanted to get back onto YouTube and kind of create a pretty decent broadcast. I'm gonna do some studying, look up some things. Gonna come back out probably tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, swinging. I'm gonna try and get some things done. Thank you guys for your continued support. I ask that you continue to support us in prayers, continue to support us, and financially if you can. You can send us a Cash App, and our Cash App is PremierVRA, PremierVRA. What's that? Victor Romeo Alpha. So PremierVRA, and then also on Venmo at PremierVRA, and PayPal at PremierVRAcademy at gmail.com, and our GoFundMe is just Premier Virtual Racing Academy. So like I said, thank you guys for your continued support. I ask that you continue, share, like, subscribe, help put us out there. We're slated to do some really good things for the youth in our community. Alright, so you guys have a good night. Peace.